Hello friends and welcome to my channel Games That We Love. In this video we will be watching the DLC Legacy of the Forge from Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. This new DLC has Forge related questline connecting to Henry's father's past, so let's get right into it.
Henry, look. I spent the happiest years of my life in this forge. It's such a shame to see the old place just left like that too. Henry! Stop that. Come on, we still have to go to the market.
Looking for something, lad?
I was just...
You won't find nothing here no more. Let's move along.
Forgive me. It's just that... I remember this forge from my childhood. When I was a boy, my pa, Martin, brought me here.
Wait, Martin? My husband had an apprentice called Martin. That was your pa?
Unfortunately, he died.
I'm sorry to hear that. My God, Martin's adult son? Time really does fly.
He told me back then he spent the best years of his life here.
Aye, aye. Those were good times, true enough. What's your name, lad?
Henry.
I'm Magdalena. It's a pleasure, Henry. Care to come inside for a chat? I've a fresh pot of soup on the stove if you're hungry.
I can't refuse an offer like that.
Glad to hear it. Come with me, then. I'm glad you like it.
Just like Ma used to make.
Back when your pa used to apprentice here, my Skoda's forge was the finest in Kuttenberg. Only then out of the blue he fell ill and I lost him. Everything's been downhill since then. His apprentices left and the blacksmiths guild couldn't decide who to assign the forge to. Before they could make a decision, the forge's attic burnt down. I was visiting my sister in Visokar at the time. She's with the Lord now too, poor thing. I was left here all alone, on jointure. This room is the only one that stayed unscathed for the most part.
How did your husband get ill?
Out of the blue. He started coughing, got weak, then lay down, and never got up again. It wasn't the plague, but something nasty nonetheless.
I'm sorry to hear that.
What can you do? Such is life, lad.
Did Martin really not want to take over his own forge?
He was just a lad at the time, and taking over a forge is no easy feat. The guild has its own rules and who to assign it to.
How did the forge's attic burn down?
How do you think? Someone set it ablaze. Hard to say if it was just some brats or those good-for-nothings from the hole. That's the watering hole next door. But it doesn't matter now, they never caught anyone. All that came of it is that nobody's wanted the forge for 20 years. But look at me rambling on. I'm sure you're not interested in the rantings of some old crone.
I am interested.
It's kind of you to say that. I keep trying to explain to the guild that it's not a lost cause. We just need someone who will bring this place back up. But it's like talking to a stone wall year after year. The guildmasters are too worried about their own business to listen to me. But I'm convinced if we were to find a talented blacksmith, the workshop could be as beautiful as a chapel, like when my old Skoda used to run it.
I could be that blacksmith.
You're a blacksmith? Like your pa? Christ, of course you are. I should have known. It only makes sense after all.
I can get my hands on some coin. And you're right, such a famous forge shouldn't be left to fall by the wayside.
If you were to take it over, that would be wonderful. Only you'll have to talk to the guild about it first. They make the rules. I reckon Master Bushek the Elder has the most common sense when it comes to this place. He might be able to help. He has an armourer's workshop in the town hall quarter. Hopefully he'll hear you out.
I'll try and talk to him. Thanks for the soup.
Good luck to you, Henry.
My respects. Take your pick. Welcome, sir. What can I do for you?
I'm interested in Master Skoda's old burnt-down forge. I spoke to his widow, Magdalena, about it.
For Christ's sake. She didn't pull you in off the street, did she? A mad old crone?
Well, more or less.
Old age must be sad. All I can tell you about the forge is the same thing I tell Magdalena when she bothers me about it. Even getting the building back into its original state would mean pouring a fortune into it.
I'd take care of the money.
Aye, but only a member of the Kuttenberg Blacksmiths Guild can work the trade around here. And you're not a member.
Could I join the guild?
It's not that simple. The guild is a private society made up of Kuttenberg burghers, and the other masters aren't too trusting when it comes to outsiders. So I reckon they won't be too keen on the idea.
How could I convince them?
That's hard to say. But maybe you'll make a good impression. But first, you'll be required to meet 3 conditions.
Which are?
First, you have to come from a respectable family. Second, you have to have blacksmithing experience. And third, you'll have to compete the guild trial. Tell me, blacksmith, what sort of family do you come from? And what's your work experience?
Not only do I come from a respectable family, but a blacksmith's family too. You probably knew my father.
Oh? Well, where would I know him from?
From here. His name was Martin, and he used to be old Skoda's apprentice.
Wait, Martin? Your pa is Frisky Martin?
Frisky?
Aye, of course, Frisky. We used to call him that because, well, that doesn't matter. How's he doing these days?
I'm afraid he's no longer with us. He was killed during the raid on Skalitz.
Christ. I'm very sorry to hear that. When I knew him, he seemed like a good bloke and quite a talented swordsmith. Some of the masters were good friends of his. They were the same age at that time. To tell you the truth, that will likely affect your chances as a contender. As Frisky's son, you'll have a great opportunity to make an impression. So you'd better make the most of it.
As far as experience, I helped at my father's forge. We made a sword for Sir Radzig Cobbler of Dvorets together.
Kobila, eh? The royal hetman. Is there any way for you to prove it?
I have the sword here. Would you like to see it?
No need. I'll trust you. But if the other masters happen to ask, be ready for anything. It seems answering questions about your family and experience won't give you trouble. Now for the most important part. Are you ready for the guild trial?
What does the guild trial involve?
The guild trial consists of a verbal exam and a practical exam. First, you'll have to answer a few tricky questions from my colleagues. And after that, you'll forge a sword to the best of your abilities right before their eyes. Of course, the trial comes at a small fee for each try. Well then, do you feel up to it?
What does the verbal exam entail?
In short, all the basics every good blacksmith should know. Can you read, at least a little?
I can. Quite well, in fact.
Glad to hear it. Everything you need to know is neatly laid out in this handbook on blacksmithing. And for a small fee, I'd be happy to sell it to you.
I'm interested in the handbook.
Here it is. You won't regret it.
I'm not ready for it yet.
Then go and brush up. And no slacking.
Let me read it first.
About the guild trial.
Yes?
I'm ready.
Great. But I'm afraid we're not. It will take some time to get things ready. We'll meet tomorrow at noon below the astronomical clock on the square. I'll take you to the Guild Forge, where the trial will take place. And one more thing. If you'd like, you can wait for the trial here. Just say the word. But first, I reckon you should take a look in that handbook.
I'd like to wait here for the trial.
Very well, then. We have plenty of room.
Should we get going?
I believe it's high time. Don't even bother looking at that old clock of ours. It's been stuck for 30 years. It seems all the other masters are looking forward to what Frisky's son can do. You'd better make a good impression. Come now. The Guild Forge isn't far. We just passed through the lower market and we're there. Did you get a chance to study the handbook?
Excuse me. Of course.
Mind if I test your knowledge a bit along the way? What colour is a properly heated workpiece?
And when they demanded the right amount, he threatened and terrified.
Straw yellow.
Of course, straw yellow. What else? I have one more question for you. What's the final step before a workpiece is finished?
Quenching, of course.
Excellent.
Come and take
A
your pick.
workpiece has to be quenched and cooled for it to become hardened. Wonderful. It seems you really did prepare. I reckon the others have a lot to look forward to. A good blacksmith should never stop learning.
Don't be
That too
coy.
is important
My
to our
wares
guild.
will bring you
I
joy.
have a number of designs in my armor smithy that I collected on my travels throughout the kingdom. It's quite a unique collection. And the best part is, I'm happy to share it with others. Stop by any time. Learn to make something new. Your customers will surely appreciate it, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Your trial still awaits.
Come closer.
Just a little further
Don't be
now.
shy. Quality goods here.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
Well then, are you ready for the trial?
I'm ready. We can begin.
Honored friends, masters of the Blacksmiths Guild, let me introduce the newest adept of the Master's Trial, Henry of Scarlet's.
So, this is old Frisky's lad. I can hardly believe it.
Aber I do not see much of a resemblance.
Vielleicht ein wenig.
I do not see it.
Aye, aye, frisky here, frisky there. All that talk about not taking in outsiders, and now you've gone and flipped it all around.
Martin was a good bloke and an excellent swordsmith. If Henry here is anything like him, he'd be a welcome addition to the guild.
Genau, genau.
Look, I didn't know this frisky fella of yours. I'm more interested to see what the lad can do than who his pa was.
We'll see what he can do shortly. Just to be clear, let me repeat what the trial entails. In the first part, the verbal examination, he will receive 3 questions. He must answer all 3 of them correctly in order to pass. If he makes a single mistake, this part of the exam is considered failed, and he won't get a chance to correct himself. After the verbal examination comes the practical one, where our adept skills will be tested.
And if he is successful, he'll become one of us.
Let's begin with the first part of the trial. Who would like to ask Henry the first question?
Say, Heinrich, how can you tell you have made progress on your workpiece?
By the shape.
That's correct.
Correct.
Let's move on to the second.
I'd like to ask Henry if sparks while forging are a good or bad sign.
That depends. When you're hammering the piece, it's a good sign. But when you're heating it up, it's a bad one.
That's right.
I knew you wouldn't be fooled.
Last question.
How about... Why do blacksmiths whistle while they work?
To keep rhythm.
Correct?
At least that.
You answered all 3 questions correctly. Now, just to complete the practical exam, Henry, your task will be to forge a guild sword right in front of our eyes. Here's the design for it, as well as the materials. I'm sure you know what to do with them.
Viel Glück. Let's see what you can do, young Frisky.
Let's see, then.
It looks like the lad has a firm grip.
What's next?
Let's see what now the guild
Well done.
masters have to
Let's
say.
see what you made. Excellent, Henry. Good work. I'm glad you didn't disappoint. Honored friends, masters of the Blacksmiths Guild, Henry of Skalitz has successfully completed the trial. Let us head for the guild hall for the acceptance ceremony. After successfully fulfilling all requirements, I'm proud to announce our guild has grown by a new member. Approach Henry of Skalitz. Kneel. Swear for the first time on your honor and by God Almighty that you will defend the interests of the Blacksmiths Guild of Kuttenberg.
I swear.
Swear for the second time that you will protect all secrets entrusted to you by the Guild.
I swear.
And swear for the third time that you will always act honestly and God-fearingly to spread the esteem of our Guild among the people.
I swear.
Now hang your guild sword next to those of the other masters. Now just a final step. Hang it up. Welcome to the guild, Henry. It's now up to you to say a few words.
Worthy masters. First of all, I have to say what a great honor this is for me. Becoming a member of such a prestigious guild in this great city is something I'd hardly have dreamt of just a few months ago. I promise to fulfill my oaths and prove to you that I'm someone you can rely on.
We are glad to hear it. In any case, from this day forward, Henry is to take over Skoda's forge and repair it. He therefore acquires the right to use it with one obligation, and that is the accommodation of the widow Magdalena. The guild granted her jointure after the death of her husband. That will be your responsibility now, Henry.
That won't be for much longer anyway.
She's a kind woman. I'll be happy to help her.
We'll see about that, once she goes poking her nose into everything at the forge.
It sounds like you have your work cut out for you, Henry. But like all hard work, the results will surely be worth it. The ceremony is now over.
What are we
going
waiting
to
about
for?
the gold plate?
So now officially I am the member. Now let's get back to our forge.
Good news. I gained the right to use the forge.
Wonderful. Finally, we can make some progress here. I'm just worried that once you see the mess inside, you'll turn on your heel and run.
Why would I run?
I'm just joking. But make no mistake, you're in for some hard work. The house will have to be cleared out first before you can do anything else. The forge, as well as the floor above. Clear the rubble, put it in sacks, take it outside to the wagon, pick up the things laying around, sweep the floors. There's much to do, and I'm afraid I won't be of much help. My back isn't what it used to be. One bad move and I'll stay hunched over like an old crone.
I'm sure I can manage.
I hope so. Looks like you have some strong hands and that you're not all thumbs. But first you'll have to get inside. The entrance from the street is blocked. A beam collapsed.
I'll figure it out.
So now the old lady wants me to clean this messed up building and the forge. So let's clean it up real quick.
I wonder what's in store for me here. Now just to put it in a sack and take it to the wagon. Ah, come on! I reckon I can still use these materials. Good as new, I suppose. You've got to be kidding me. Whew. Some of this is bound to come in handy. What's this? It has Martin's mark on it. I'll have to ask Magdalena.
Let's see what old lady has to say about this.
My word, you really are a handy lad. And hard-working too. I like to see that. You see this, Skoda? Your forge is finally in good hands.
I found this. The mark Martin used to use is on it. Do you know what it could be?
Aye, that looks like one of the sketches for that grand project of theirs. They always met up in the evenings after work. All hush-hush, and over something so silly, no less.
Why did they meet up?
Because of the broken astronomical clock on the Rathaus Tower. Back then, The city officials decided they wanted it fixed, so they asked the masters of the guild to propose a solution. Your pa got all excited about it, then got my old Shkodder involved, along with that other apprentice that was here. What was his name? Such a timid, quiet lad. Sakura. Oh, I can't recall, but I remember they did some work on it, but the city ended up changing its mind.
What happened?
They brought in some Italians, all the way from Padua or whatever it's called. And how do you think that turned out?
They fixed it?
They made a right mess of it. It was a terrible disgrace. The Italians ended up running off along with the money. There was no money left for the repairs, and there still isn't. So the clock is still broken. I remember when it still used to chime. But what can you do? Better to discuss what you want to do with this place.
I want to spruce this whole place up.
All right then. Come, I'll show you something. This was Shkodder's table. He was always sketching something, planning repairs. He could stand here for hours. It was his favourite spot. And now it's yours.
It's an honor.
I think there's just one thing left to do. You have to put up a shop sign. So your customers know where to go, right? Have a look at the plans here. Good work, Henry. I didn't think I'd see this fire going ever again.
We'll get this place up and running again.
Now that you're officially open, why don't you forge something for me?
What do you need?
Nothing difficult. My old axe broke. It served me for many years, even after he died. Only now it's all worn down and crooked, so it's not good for chopping.
Why didn't you get a new one in all those years? Someone from the guild would surely be happy to make you one. Probably for free.
I don't need their charity. Besides, if you're even half as talented as your pa was, this should be child's play to you, no?
Of course. You can count on me.
And don't forget to sharpen it too. I can't chop with a dull axe.
I noticed your brooch. It's really lovely.
It's a nightingale. Shkodder made it for me for our first anniversary. I used to sing while I worked, and he'd always say, "My little nightingale."
It's a real masterwork.
It's mainly a keepsake now. Not much of his is left. Just that old axe, and an axe doesn't make the best love token.
Tell me more about Shkodder.
What do you want to know?
How did he become a guild master?
Not long after our wedding, he passed the guild exam. He was even offered a choice of 2 forges. There were 2 vacant ones. One in town, in the Merchant's Quarter, where young Matthias is now, and this one. Everyone was surprised he chose this place. But we figured there'd be more space here. And we were right. People didn't mind walking outside the walls once they saw the big, fine smithy we built here. As our smithy prospered, Shkodder's influence grew, not just in the guild. He even talked about standing for a seat on the council. But he didn't live to see it.
How many journeymen did he train here?
Well, not all that many, to be honest. He started with some lad called Yanaba from Petch. But the boy couldn't take Shkodder's high standards and left. My husband was a strict man. I can't remember a single apprentice who stayed longer than 6 months. Your father was an exception. Him and the fly. The two of them stayed together here 2 whole years. Right to the end. That says something about their skill. They were just fine smiths, and Skoda held them in high regard.
What happened after he died?
It's all a bit of a blur. I don't really remember that time too well. It all happened so quickly. He fell ill, took to bed, and 3 days later we were laying him out. Suddenly the smithy was full of people. The guildmasters arranged the funeral, the councillors came to offer condolences. The journeyman disappeared without a word. I went to my sister's for a time, and while I was away the roof caught fire. And the rest you know. I was left here all on my own.
I'd like to know something about Martin.
Of course, ask away.
What was Martin like when he was young?
He was a well-mannered boy. I didn't know him outside the forge, but by all accounts he was quite a rascal. Word was, he never missed a chance for mischief. He was always betting on something. Even tried it on with my Skoda. He eventually talked him into a wager. I don't even remember what for. That he'd leap the brook down on Bach. He took a long pole and said he'd vault right over. It seemed like a clever idea, but the pole snapped in two, and poor Martin plunged straight into the water. Skoda called him Frisky from that day on.
How was he at the trade?
Better than good. He wasn't a complete beginner when he came. He'd trained under another master first. I can't recall where from. I think he brought a few sketches with him, which he showed Skoda, and the two of them tried to work something out. He wanted to become a swordsmith, and it showed. He really cared about mastering the craft. He spent a lot of time at it. My husband praised him for being able to think for himself from the very beginning. And he didn't hand out praise lightly, let me tell you that.
How did you get along with Martin?
He was no trouble. Ate whatever I cooked, helped out now and then when it was needed. He was a bit like a son to me, really. Although, he never wanted to talk about his family, where he was born, where he came from. No one could get it out of him.
Why did he end up leaving Kuttenberg when things were going so well for him here?
If only I knew. One day he was still here, comforting me, saying everything would be all right. And the next day, he was gone. Didn't even take his things. I asked after him at the guild, but no one wanted to say anything. I often wondered if he'd got himself into trouble somehow. But I never did find out what it might have been. And I doubt we ever will.
So now the old lady wants me to repair her axe. Let's do it.
I have that axe you wanted.
Wonderful. Let's see. My word. This is really great work, Henry. Your customers will be tripping over each other to buy your products. Just be warned. People here in the city care more about the quality of work than in the countryside. If something is shoddy, they'll notice it right away. So, if you mess up a piece while forging and it ends up being low quality, it's best to just make a new one. All right?
All right.
Word will spread soon enough that locals don't have to go to the city to have something forged. And you'll have your first customers. Everyone around here knows me, so sometimes they might come to me with orders. I did the same for my husband back then. Does that work for you?
That works for me.
Glad to hear it.
As long as it doesn't bother you.
Why would it? On the contrary, I'm glad. I'll help out around the house, and I'll be happy to help with this too. I don't get out much, so I have all the time in the world. Oh, and one more important thing. You can also sell pieces you forge on your own, without anyone ordering them. There's a storeroom past the left door under the archway on the street, where you'll find a chest you can put products in, and I'll do my best to sell them. Here's the key to the chest. I'll hold onto the money for the products for you, so feel free to ask any time.
Where did you say the chest is?
In the storeroom. It's the left door beneath the archway.
You've taken on quite the workload, Magdalena.
I don't mind. All the movement keeps me young. In the meantime, you can focus on getting in good with the guild.
What do you mean, getting good?
The guildmasters are an eclectic bunch. They all like different things. It would be best if you try to be on good terms with everyone. They'll appreciate you, and you'll forge all the more. For example, Boris of Brod loves nothing more than rolling dice. If you offer him a game at the guild hall, I'm sure he won't refuse. He used to be one of your pa's best friends. He might even tell you about some of their misadventures.
I'm not sure I want to know.
Oh, yes, you do. Don't lie to yourself. Take care, and have a pleasant evening.
The next objective is to play the dice game with Boris. Let's start this quest.
Welcome, Goodman. I was just about to close up shop. You got here just in time. Ah, if it isn't our newest member, Henry. What brings you here?
Well, I was just passing by, so I thought I'd stop and greet you.
That's nice of you. How's the forge doing?
Pretty well. I'll clean things up. Soon it'll be good as new.
Well, best of luck to you, lad. Us guildmasters have to support each other, you know. Work together, like friends.
By the way, Magdalena mentioned you like playing dice.
Aye, that's no secret. Anytime, any place. What about you? You like rolling bones?
Of course.
Glad to hear it. Fancy a game now? What game would you like to play?
Emperors, and nothing else.
Let's play.
Damn it, I'm so...
Well played. You play a lot better than your pa did. Frisky always had rotten luck at dice.
Really?
Aye, but he did more than all right for himself in other areas. You know what they say, unlucky at dice. Now listen, I had an idea. When you play dice, you could spread our guild's good name.
What do you mean?
Players in Kuttenberg and beyond always appreciate it when someone like a guild master plays a fair game with them. It'll help our prestige as well as yours, and I speak from experience. And so you have something to play for, even with some more discerning opponents. Take this.
Thanks.
And one more thing. When me and the other masters had a good look at you during the ceremony, you seem like the type of fella that's been through a lot despite your age. Am I right?
You're right. I'm a bit of a warrior.
Is that so? I wouldn't have guessed. Just so you understand, us fellas at the guild are craftsmen, merchants. There are some troubles we can't solve without outside help. And now that we have someone like you, we might not have to go looking for it elsewhere.
What's this about?
A shipment of materials that got stuck somewhere on the way to Kuttenberg. One of our German masters, Klaus Eichner, wanted to discuss it with you. Go and see him. He can tell you more.
Wait a moment. I wanted to ask you about Martin. Did you know him well?
Of course I did. All the blacksmith's apprentices in the city knew each other. We were one big group, but it was different with Frisky. That was real friendship. The things I got up to with him and Fly. These days, nobody would believe me.
I hear he and Skoda tried to fix the astronomical clock.
Aye, everyone wanted to back then. But Frisky and Fly said they'd made some progress. But they could have just been yanking my pizzle.
Well, I don't think Martin was the type of person to joke about things like that.
I suppose you're right. I reckon if he was still alive, he'd still be trying to fix it.
Who was Fly?
A fella called Stander. He used to apprentice with your pa at Skoda's forge. Folks used to call him Fly because he was always calm, quiet, kind of like a fly on the wall. But when he got pissed off, he could really buzz, believe me.
He sounds like he'd be worth talking to.
Aye, only he left the burg, and God knows where he is now. Maybe one of the other masters will know more. Try asking them about him.
What did you get up to together?
Ha! Things that aren't polite to talk about, lad. Girls, taverns, all sorts of nonsense. Maybe I'll tell you sometime, once we get to know each other better. But anyway, don't let me keep you. I'm sure you have your work cut out for you at the forge.
So now let's talk to Eichner, what he has to say.
Guten Tag, mein Herr. Such dir was aus. Schön, dich zu sehen, Gildenbruder.
Boris mentioned you wanted to discuss something with me.
And what is it he told you?
Not much, but I understand you're having some sort of business troubles.
Good, good. But before we speak, I have to ask you something. And please be honest. Is Martin the blacksmith really your father, junger Mann?
Why'd you ask? Don't you believe me?
Ich möchte dir trauen, but I have a good memory for faces. And to tell you the truth, you do not resemble your father much.
Martin was the one who raised me and taught me the craft, but he wasn't my real father. You're right.
And you admit this freely, even while knowing the regulations forbid bastards from becoming members of the guild?
My father would vouch for me, were he still alive. He'd want me to carry on his legacy.
Well said. The wishes of the dead do indeed bear weight. Nevertheless, do not mention this to anyone else. Not everyone may be so understanding, and may wish ill upon you, Junge. Now please follow me. We can discuss the rest in private. Ach ja. It is always easier to think over a cup of wine. So bitter und so süß wie das Leben selbst.
Why did you...
Gott segne dich, Klaus. Oh, verzeih, I did not know you had a visitor.
Nichts passiert, mein Bruder. Allow me to introduce our newest member, Master Henry. Henry, this is my younger brother, Olbert, a royal official. He oversees the customs and guilds of Kuttenberg.
Pleased to meet you, sir.
Ja, gleichfalls, Meister. Do not let me disturb you. We shall speak later, Klaus. Auf Wiedersehen, meine Freunde.
Good. Now you know my brother as well. He is a man of strong principles. The guilds do not have it easy with him.
Your brother is a nobleman. He looks highborn.
Nein, not at all. We have the same father. But I was the one to inherit his forge and place in the guild. Albert had to pave his own road. Everything he has achieved is thanks to his ability to deal with people.
So he's our ally. We can trust him.
That depends. He is an honest man, but he will not give us anything for free. Things used to be simpler with him. Nevertheless, while the world may change, problems stay the same. And you are the one I chose to help me deal with them, junger Mann.
I'll be happy to, if I'm able. What is this about, Master?
You may not know this, but it is my job to guarantee the guild can do its work without interruption, and that the goods get where they need to. Surely you know our work attracts all sorts of undesirables, right?
Did something go missing? Someone got robbed?
If only it was just one someone, junger Mann. And I'm afraid we will have to sort this out ourselves.
I'm sorry, but I need you to tell me a bit more.
Ich werde es dir gerne erklären, mein Freund. As you know, the king rules this city. But it is rich mine foremen and trade guilds that truly hold power here. Our is among the most influential. And our business keeps the city's coffers full. But that is precisely why we must be careful.
Who's threatening us? Sigismund? Or those Cistercians?
The nobility is jealous of us, the mine foremen hate us, and the abbot does not miss an opportunity to harm us. Surely you can imagine the hassles and delays that brings. What's more, ever since the army arrived in the region, every dirty deed is blamed on deserters and Trabants.
Are you saying they're ambushing our wagons on purpose?
Ja, genau. And it is getting harder and harder to save what we can. That is why I wanted to ask for your help, junger Mann.
I'll be happy to help. Where should I go?
I see you are not afraid of anything, mein Freund.
Well, I don't mind getting my hands dirty when it's for a good cause.
Gut, gut. That is just what we need. A supply wagon on his way from Prague disappeared yesterday. It was likely attacked. It is some rotten luck. There was nothing particularly valuable, but the foreman had guild documents with him for transferring property.
Do you suspect someone?
Hard to say. I do not know yet. But those documents will cost us dearly unless we get them back. Assuming those blackguards have not already burned them.
So you think there's more of them?
Ja, das stimmt. I would guess they have a camp somewhere nearby.
I understand. I'll have a look around and try to find those documents.
Gut gemacht. Tell me, how do you plan on doing it?
I don't know yet. I'll take a look around and decide then.
Good, as you wish. I will give you some potions, ammunition and bandages.
Thanks. That'll come in handy.
The documents you are looking for have a green seal with the guild's symbol, and they were in a leather case originally. I doubt those blackguards know how to read, so perhaps you will get lucky and find them lying around or maybe in some crate or chest.
Is there anything else?
Nein, das ist alles. Get those documents back if you can, but remember, du solltest vorsichtig sein, junger Mann.
Okay, Eichner wants me to recover the stolen documents, so let's do it. There is a bandit camp, so the documents must be there. So let's go straight to the enemy camp.
Go! They attacked the guild's wagon and stole those documents around here. Master Eichner wanted me to look for them.
Let us skip to the night time so that we can deal with them easily.
Strange.
So now we have the document. Let's deliver the document back to Eichner.
Guten Tag, mein Herr. Ich bin gleich... Grüß Gott, Bruder Schmied.
I got lucky. I managed to get back those stolen guild documents.
So you found the scoundrels that did it?
Aye. I took back what they stole, then I took care of them.
Good. But like I said, it was a needless risk. You should have left that up to the bailiff. Now, show me the documents.
Here they are. These are the only ones I found with our seal.
Oh, mein Gott. Is this really all the documents?
Why? Is something missing?
Schwer zu sagen. But I think something else is behind this. It seems I will have to have a serious talk with the Bzhevnov abbot. But that is for me to worry about. You did your job perfectly. And the other masters will hear about it. You can be sure of that. By the way, I heard you are looking for a man called Standa, whom they called Fly?
Aye. Do you know something about him?
I asked my contacts and found out he went to Horshan. Apparently he worked as a blacksmith in the mines. Why are you looking for him?
Boris told me Fly used to apprentice at Skoda's forge with my pa. Maybe he has some stories to tell.
Ja, das ist möglich. I do not remember him much, but it has been a long time.
That it has. We'll see what he remembers. Anyway, thanks for the help.
Nein, thank you, mein Freund. Und wenn es dir nichts ausmacht, I will mention this to the others. The guild should know what you have done for them.
So now these are the guild activities that gets unlocked every day. So to build your prestige, you have to do these activities regularly to level up
Is
your
there something I can
prestige.
do for you?
So
I see the
I'm
rumours
not
about
going to
Skoda's
cover
old
all those
forge being back in
activities
business were true.
because these are the repetitive
it's
tasks
my
that
forge
you are
now.
required to do
I'm
to
Henry.
build your prestige.
Master
I
Henry.
will
Excellent.
include
Pleased to
only
meet
some
you.
of these
They call me
activities
Janacek.
to show
I
you
live
how
over in
these
Bach.
activities
What
are
can I do
done.
for you, Janacek?
Nothing too complicated. All I need is an ordinary hunting sword. But, you know, reliable like. No piece of junk.
All right. I'll gladly make you a hunting sword. And it won't be a piece of junk, I guarantee it.
Glad to hear it. A good hunting sword like that really comes in handy around the house. When you're done, please bring it over. I'd stop by myself, but you know how it is. Loads of work and not enough hours in the day.
Aye, I get it.
Like I said, I live in Bach. In the cottages right below St. Barbara's. I'm sure you'll find it. Take care for now. I'm sorry.
Now this is the activity of called blacksmith commissions. This is also a repetitive activity which refreshes every day. So let's take one. and deliver it to the guys. Let's deliver it to the guy.
I made that hunting sword for you.
Oh, that's great news, Master. Let me see how it turned out. My word, thank you. This looks like it'll last a while, not like the last one. The fool I was. I bought it from some odd bloke below the city walls. Only he didn't look like he was from the Blacksmith's Guild. And no wonder, judging by how things turned out. I wanted to teach my lad to carve a whistle, and crack! The blade broke in two.
Well, you should really only buy products from the guild. It guarantees quality. That's why it exists.
You're right, Master. I'll remember that from now on. And thanks again for the hunting sword. See you soon, my friend.
Now let's do another activity.
Willkommen, mein Freund. Wie kann ich dir helfen, mein Freund?
How's it going in the workshop? I hope you're doing well.
Oh ja, ja. Für mich ist es immer noch das Gleiche. But what about your forge? It's hard work, eh?
Oh, thanks for asking. I'm doing well. Got orders and I still enjoy the craft.
Good. So it's going well. I'm glad to hear it. You've got my respect. Most folks would have given up with a rune like that.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You must hang in there. Durchhalten. Have faith, and above all, get on well with people. Do not think you can shoulder it all alone. So ist das eben. It's hard to get by without friends. But that's what unsere Gilde is for, to help one another. And to argue at the meetings too. So I was thinking, how about coming shooting with us too, mein Freund? Es ist eine großartige Gelegenheit. Clear your head, meet new people, and if you like, you can even place a wager.
I'd love to drop by sometime. Where do you usually go?
Usually to Holz's in Hopring, but the lads have got some new spot now. It seems. I have not even been there yet. If you want, talk to my apprentice Bruno, and he will take you to their new range. You will most likely find him in my workshop out back. And if you end up liking it, maybe later we can shoot together too. We'll have some wine with it. Steirische Würste. Cut into some salted ham. Oh ja, das gefällt mir.
Gottfried, sounds more like you're inviting me to a feast, eh?
Why not? That's part of it too. Drinking wine and knocking over straw hats with a crossbow. Best way I know to unwind. You'll see for yourself, mein Freund, how it makes you forget all your worries.
So now I have to talk to Bruno. Let's talk to him and see.
You shouldn't be walking around by yourself. Awful things happen here.
Good boy.
I spoke with Gottfried. He said you lot go shooting after work.
Would you believe it? You've barely set foot in the guild and the master's already roped you into archery.
It's his favourite pastime, right?
You bet it is. And he's got half the town hooked. It's practically the only thing he ever talks about.
Really? He was going on about wine and Styrian sausages with me.
That's him, exactly. He promises you a mug of wine, and before you blink, you're in a wager over a whole bottle. Why do you think archery caught on so well?
I didn't know Gottfried was such a patron.
Well, if that means he's happy to throw down coin for a bet, then yes, that's why I got into it too. It pays off better than those damned dice, and it scores points with the master.
So you're just starting out?
Something like that. But I reckon I can take you. Fancy a match?
That's why I'm here.
We found a new spot outside town. It's a good place to shoot and not too far. Some fellow called Raven from Bach runs the place. An honest sort. We'll start with target shooting. How about that?
Let's go and shoot.
We'll start with target shooting. How about that?
I'm ready.
Great! Then off to the Barbara Quarry we go. Here we are. Nice spot, eh?
And it's really abandoned, right? I'd rather not accidentally shoot someone in the backside.
It's fine. The masons won't get back till after harvest. We've got plenty of time. Come on, I'll introduce you to Raven.
Well, well, look who's here. What are you doing, Bruno? And what's with the bows?
We're here to shoot. You got a problem with that, Matthew?
What? You want to shoot at our range?
Your range? What are you trying on? Raven, what's going on here?
Well, you see, the Butchers Guild would like to lease this place permanently.
Aha! But they haven't leased anything yet.
Oi! You Smiths already shoot at Holtz's. Why do you need to take over here too?
We're not the ones taking over. Raven, we had a deal, didn't we?
Sorry, but if the Butchers pay up, I'd be daft to say no.
Look, I'm new here. I don't know what was agreed or not. I just came to shoot. If you're so sure, Matthew, let's just place a bet.
Your Smith's coin against our butcher's honour?
Exactly.
Sounds all right to me. Raven here will judge it fair and square.
Of course, with pleasure. Just no brawling, all right?
So you're in. If we win, the range is open.
Deal.
Here's my stake. No bet, no win.
I do like it when there's something on the line.
That's right. Great, fellas. Splendid. Now let's shoot.
Now!
And it's clear, lads. By the look of the targets, the Smith Henry wins.
Damn, I didn't expect you to flatter me like that.
It's all that training and discipline.
You mean that?
Well, truth to tell, it's not been long since I first picked up a bow, but since then I've trained a lot.
And it shows. Fair's fair. You won, the bet is yours.
And the rest?
That ban, that was just a joke. Just trying to rile you up. No offence, friends.
Huh? Rile you up?
You're free to come and shoot here. Just watch out.
Why? Did something happen?
Yes and no. It's just not entirely safe around here.
Come on, Raven, just spit it out to them. Some bastards robbed Raven here not long ago. Took a lot of coin.
Sigismund's soldiers?
Hard to say. They spoke our tongue, but there's all sorts skulking about these days.
Just keep your head down, all right?
All right. Thanks for
So that was the archery activity that also refreshes every day. So to build your prestige, you have to do it regularly. Let's head back to our forge.
Henry, do you have a moment for me?
What's it about?
Yesterday I promised the priest from St. James I'd stop by with some eggs, but I haven't been yet. Would you carry them to him, please? I've still got a heap of work around the smithy, and I don't want to keep him waiting.
Sure. I'll stop by and see him.
Thank you so much. Here you go, and be careful with them.
How's trade?
Nothing sold yet. Try
Now
stopping
that
by
old
tomorrow.
lady wants me to deliver the basket of eggs to the priest. Let's take those eggs to the priest.
Generosity you show will return to you in God's grace.
Praise be Jesus Christ.
Forever and ever, son. What brings you here?
I brought you eggs from Magdalena at the smithy.
Thank you, son. You must be our new blacksmith.
I'm Henry.
God bless you for taking on the renewal of that wretched place. How are you doing, anyway? Magdalena has told me a bit, but I'd like to hear more from you, too.
It's going slowly so far, but I believe it'll get better with time.
Faith is important, but a good deed can help, too.
What do you mean?
As you see, I'm trying to raise coin for the completion of our sanctuary, and without the help of worthy townsfolk like you, I can't manage.
All right. And how much do you need?
As it's written in the letter to the Corinthians, every man according as he purposeth in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly or of necessity, for God loveth a cheerful giver. And not only God loveth a giver. If you help with alms now and then where it's needed, people will talk about it. It'll surely come back to your smithy and guild, whether in new commissions or in God's mercy. You can try it right away. The Lord blesses those who give from the heart.
Let's make him happy.
Praise to
Now
you,
these were some
blacksmith.
activities
May
that
the Lord
refreshes
repay your
every
generosity
day.
1,000
So I'm
fold.
not going to cover each and every activity. Now
Step
back
up
to
and-
our main quest. Let's start Martin's dream. Now we have to find the journeyman standard.
Are you Stander?
Who's asking?
Henry. I'm Martin's son. He used to apprentice with you at Skoda's Forge.
Martin? Christ, I haven't heard that name in years. How's he doing these days?
I'm afraid he's no longer with us.
Ah, I'm very sorry to hear that. We used to be best friends.
So I've heard.
Christ, what a day. What a day. Is that what you came here? To tell me he's dead?
Well, I had to tell you, but I also have something to ask of you.
All right, but this isn't the best time, to tell you the truth.
Why? What's going on?
I don't know if I can... Oh, but you are Martin's son. It's not like I have anyone else to talk to anyway. I'm in trouble. Big trouble. I fell on some hard times as of late, so I borrowed some money from one of the guards here. I had to sign a contract with him. I was going to pay him back today, so I went to see him, and now he's claiming I'm late. I paid back what I owed him, but he says if I don't pay him the interest too, he'll break both my arms. He says it was all in the contract I signed. I can't read, you see. He swindled me. There's no way I can get that much money in time. Say, Henry, I know it's a lot to ask, but you look like a tough bloke. Could you try to convince him to take pity on me?
Where can I find the fella?
He's out patrolling on the road. He's a catchpole. And you can tell he's a moron at first glance. Christ, I hope nobody heard me.
Why are you so afraid of him?
Because he's a madman. He'll beat the shit out of you just for the hell of it. The miners call him Leech.
I wanted to ask you about the Kuttenberg astronomical clock. I heard you and my pa repaired it together.
Look, I don't have time to think about the bloody clock. That bloke is going to break my arms.
All right, then. I'll sort out your debt with the guard.
Thank you, truly. Thank you, but watch out for him.
What's that you got?
Let's solve the problems that Standa is facing.
Stander said you want some money on top from him.
And what's it to you?
Why should he pay you more than he borrowed?
Because he signed a contract.
But that isn't what you agreed on face to face, is it?
Look, that's between us. Keep your nose out of things you don't understand.
Look, he doesn't have that much money. Could we sort this out some other way? Make a bet, maybe?
You sure care a lot about Stander, don't you? I don't get it. He's just a grubby, lily-livered wretch.
That's none of your business. Will you take the bet or not?
You know what? You caught me in a decent mood. I'll give you a chance. I've got a horse out here in the courtyard. Like to ride him around from time to time. And I'm a bloody good rider too. Only being the best around here doesn't mean much. How about you and me have us a little race?
Wait a mo. How's this race gonna work?
It's nothing complicated. I'll have some lads set up 3 checkpoints. One will be by Miskovitz, that's where we'll ride first. And the other 2 will be by Pshitoki. Then we'll ride back to the horse gin where we started.
How will I recognise the checkpoints?
There'll be 2 poles with flags, and we'll start some bonfires so you can see them from far away. Make sure you remember that, because once the race starts, I'll be out of your sight before you know it. I have him stabled at Grund, across from the metalworks. His name is Pazdador. Go and have a look at him so you can see what you're up against. And don't forget to give him a carrot so he doesn't kick you in the face.
All right. So is that everything about the race?
You'll bet some chink, and I'll bet the promissory note. We'll have one race and see who's better. If I win, I'll prove I'm good, and I'll even win a few groschen.
And if you lose, you'll give me a promissory note, and Stander will be off the hook.
I don't think that's going to happen, but all right. So, are you in?
I'm in.
All right then. We'll start near the windlass. We'll ride to Miskovitz and back through Pshitoki back to the start. Fastest wins. I'll just call the bloke who'll start us off, and we can set off.
All right, lads. We're starting in a moment. No foul play. Just a clean race. Gets here first takes all. So get ready and go!
Quick!
On to the next! Come on!
Quick!
Come on. Let's go! Let's go! Go! Now on to the finish. Go!
Whoa!
Sort it out between yourselves. Leave me out of it.
Bloody hell. What kind of horse is that? It flew like the wind. I can't believe you won. But fine. A bet's a bet. Here's the promissory note.
And my coin.
Oh, right. Almost forgot. Here you go.
Good. And leave Stando alone now. Got it?
So now the problem is solved and we can talk to Standa. So now the Standa is free. Let's give him the good news.
I sorted out those problems of yours with the guard. He'll make do with what you originally owed him. You're even. Here's the contract.
Thank you. Truly thank you. You wanted to talk about the astronomical clock. But why with me?
The guild assigned me Skoda's old forge, so I'm fixing it up. And while I was cleaning, I found a plan of the astronomical clock. Magdalena told me the two of you tried to repair it on your own back then.
Wait. You're the master of old Skoda's forge now?
That I am.
Well, I'll be. And Magdalena is still living there?
She is.
That's good. How's she doing?
She's doing all right. She was sad to see how long the forge was in disrepair. And living in a half-broken down house must have been tough.
Poor thing. When old Skoda died, she must have been through a lot. I have to go and see her. I have to see her and apologize. I just have to. I don't want to be here anyway. You reminded me of the old times in Skoda's forge, and damn it. I'm a blacksmith, an armourer. I was almost ready for the master's trial. Oh, only I can't fight for my place in the sun. I never could. That's why I'm rotting down here in the mine. But maybe it's not too late. I'll try and find some work in a forge, somewhere near Kuttenberg. Maybe in Bach. But first, I'm going to Skoda's forge to see Magdalena. And nothing is going to stop me.
Wait, I wanted to ask you about the astronomical clock.
The clock's waited for 20 years. It can wait a while longer, can't it?
All right, suit yourself. We can go together if you'd like. It'll be faster.
Great idea. Let's go.
God be with you. Wait, who? You seem familiar.
Magdalena. It's me. Stander.
Stander? Oh, that Stander. My lord, you've changed so much.
Well, it has been 20 years. I'm so glad to see you. You look great.
Oh, please. I'm an old crone. What are you doing back here after so many years?
Henry here reminded me I left you alone here back then. And I came to apologise.
There's no need to apologise. Really, everything is better now. As soon as the fire got going again, it's as if things were back to normal.
Oh, just like the good old days. When Skoda died, it's like everything went belly up overnight.
What do you mean, everything went belly up?
Well, everything just fell apart. I found a job in Horshan. Martin stayed in Kuttenberg, and Magdalena. I'm very sorry. Really.
Stop apologising already. It was so long ago. I'm happy to see you.
Really?
Yes, really. Now stop your sobbing already, will you?
I heard you did something to your arm in Horshan and couldn't smith anymore since.
Aye, that's what I get for betting. I bet I could lift a basket full of ore. I did it, but I tore something in my arm.
Christ, you men.
They took on another blacksmith in my place, and even once my arm was healed, I never got my job back. So I went from armourer's apprentice to a bloody miner. What a load of shit.
You know what, Stander? Since you don't want to go back to Horshan...
That I don't.
I thought you might want to stay and come and live with us. What do you think, Magdalena?
Why not? There's plenty of space. This used to be your home, didn't it?
Why, That's very kind of you, but... I wouldn't want to get in the way.
Oh, please. You won't be in anyone's way.
You can help me out at the forge from time to time. What do you say?
I don't know. Like I said, I could just go to Bach. It's no bother.
There's no need. Stay here.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'm sorry.
Stander?
How far did you get with repairing the astronomical clock?
Pretty far. We went to see the clock, found what wasn't working, and started making the parts needed.
Aye. I remember the sound of hammering long into the night.
We hand-forged gears for the mechanism we wanted to set the clock to. I suppose you could call it the metal heart of the clock. It was a hell of a lot of work. Then we hired a goldsmith's apprentice to put the whole thing together. He was a canny lad, only he turned out to be a right bastard and ended up fleecing us.
I didn't know that.
What did he do?
He decided to fuck us over and sold the machine to some rich burgher. The lad told him it was some ancient artifact, and the bloody fool ate it up. Martin gave him a proper beating for it. But it was no good. The machine stayed with the burger. And shortly after that, Skoda died. And the whole thing lost its meaning.
Maybe I'll manage to fix it up.
You sound just like Martin. He put his heart and soul into the repair. But it's all so long ago now.
What's the name of the burger who kept the mechanism?
Looking to get it back, are you? Forget about it. Martin tried it back then, and it was a wonder they didn't call the catchpoles on him.
Well, it's been 20 years. Maybe his family doesn't even know what they have.
I doubt it. But it's worth a shot. His name was Vetter, German fella. His house was across from the rat house in the lower market.
Aye, but old Vetter is long gone. His son works as a scribe now.
But the heart is just the beginning. You'll need other parts too. We had plans for them, but God knows where they ended up. Do you know by any chance?
I have a bunch of Skoda's old sketches. Remind me later, Henry. My memory isn't what it used to be.
Where can I find Vetter, the scribe?
Either at his home or at the Rathaus. His is the last door on the gallery in the courtyard.
What does the mechanism look like?
It's a kind of large metal target, about a foot in diameter. It has sliding circles and grooved rails attached to it. They're supposedly used to measure the time by the sun and stars. But to be honest, I don't know how.
I'll go and talk to the scribe then.
Let's hope he doesn't take after his father. I suppose I'll go and settle in.
Now we have to get the heart of the clock from the Vetter. Let's talk to Vetter and take the heart of the clock from him. Either you can steal it or talk your way out. If you have high charisma, you
Servus,
can
guter
talk
Mann.
this
What
through.
can I do
So
for you?
let's try that.
I heard you've got some curious heirloom from your father.
Ah, yes. The ancient mysterious device. Heaven knows what it's for, but it's surely a rare thing. Why are you asking about it?
I'd be interested in it.
I can't just sell it. It was my father's.
Sorry to disappoint you, but that mechanism's not what your father thought it was.
And what do you think it is, then?
It didn't occur to you that thing might be the devil's work?
Sorry?
From what I've heard, the new Archbishop of Prague, Hare, is obsessed with machines like that. He's searching the whole land for them.
How would you know that?
They're already talking about it in Prague. That there's one in Kuttenberg. I'd say someone from the Archbishopric will be calling on you soon. They'll be asking questions. And maybe even the Holy Inquisition will get involved.
But that's... surely not.
Well, in that case, best get rid of the machine while you still can. I'll gladly take it off your hands, provided your price is fair.
All right, fine. I don't want anything to do with the Inquisition.
I'll pay you for it.
The machine's yours. I'll go and get it.
Look, I'm a member of the Kuttenberg Blacksmiths Guild. I know what I'm talking about. The clock can be repaired. 20 years ago, they nearly managed it. The best smiths and craftsmen in town worked on it. They had all the key parts ready. What stopped them was a string of bad luck. I've got the skill and means to finish the job, but I need that heart.
Well, clearly you know what you're doing. It's a bit embarrassing, really, boasting about something that turned out not to be real.
No one needs to find out.
Still, it's worth something. Especially to you, right?
Now, that's still a lot. I won't pay that much.
As you wish.
If you give me the heart, it'll be worth your while.
Oh, really? Tell me how.
Well, that clock's been standing still for decades. And it's a bit of a disgrace, don't you think?
Fair enough.
I'm the only one who can finally fix it. But I need your mechanism. And everyone will know you were the one who gave it up. You'll be famous across town. No, across the whole kingdom.
Well, that does make sense. Honestly, Most visitors don't even care anymore. They only glance at it out of politeness. All right, I'll bring it over. I'll be right back.
So in this way you can get the heart of the clock. Let's take it back to our forge.
Master, do you have a moment? Master.
God bless.
I managed to get the heart of the clock from Vetter.
That's great news. But if you really want to fix the astronomical clock, you're in for a long ride. This is just the beginning. Feel free to ask if you need any advice.
I ought to put the heart of the clock on display somewhere. That table by the wall should show it off nicely. That's that then. Now I need to ask Magdalena about the next stage of the plans.
Let's do some side activities also. I'm including this side activity because this is somewhat different.
I'll be with you in
So
just a
let's
moment.
do.
Glad to see you, guild brother.
Do you need my help, Master?
Good you're here. Klaus Eichner told me you've proven yourself a capable investigator.
Really? I don't think I've done anything all that complicated for him.
You can handle tangled matters, and that's just what I need. And it's best if it doesn't get around too much.
What's it about? Did you get robbed too?
Luckily, no. Rather, the opposite. I need to get rid of something. I really shouldn't have taken that order. It's been nothing but trouble. And it was just for some damn hoops. How was I supposed to know they'd accuse that alchemist who ordered them of witchcraft?
Christ. Didn't expect such a twist.
Me neither. He seemed like a decent fellow. Paid half up front and promised to deliver the rest in alchemical supplies. But when he was meant to come and collect the finished goods, he suddenly vanished from town.
He probably feared the executioner. Why does it trouble you?
Yesterday he sent word that according to the deal, he's still waiting on his goods and wants me to send them.
Then refuse, no? Surely you won't trade with a heretic.
And what if he decides to take revenge? Who knows what a man like that is capable of? Besides, he still owes me those alchemy supplies. And without them, I won't finish the next order for the Celeste Monastery in time. I'm already behind.
All right. How can I help you, Master Bushek?
Phew. I was afraid you'd refuse.
Not at all. Just tell me calmly what you need from me.
Nothing complicated. I just need you to deliver those hoops to that godless man and collect the supplies he owes me for them. It's not far. You'll find him at the inn just outside town. He's called Magister Johann Lasnios.
Strange name. Is that Latin?
Doesn't matter. The main thing is that it all goes quietly, and I'm done with him. Understand? I don't want half the town gossiping that our guild is tangled up with heretics.
Damn. The door is jammed. I'll try kicking it in. Good God. What happened here? Ugh. What's that smell? Is that sulfur? And where's the fella? It was bolted from the inside. Did he jump out the window? This doesn't look good. I should get out. But first, I'll check if I can find those ingredients for Bushek.
So now you have that riddle. Solve the riddle to get the treasures.
Looks like some riddle. What to do with it, though?
The treasure is right here. Now let's take all the ingredients back to Bushek and make him happy.
Glad to see you, guild brother.
I was at the inn, but I didn't find the sorcerer there. It's like he vanished into thin air.
Strange. Did something happen to him?
I think he just escaped through the window. Maybe he was afraid they'd come after him. But who knows? Maybe they got him. There was an awful mess in there, like after a fight, and it reeked of sulphur.
Damn. If they really arrested him and he tells them I helped him?
Well, chin up. I've also got good news for you. I found those alchemical ingredients.
Excellent. I can see Eichner wasn't praising you for nothing. Can I do something for you in return?
I helped you as your friend. I don't want anything for it.
I thought you'd say that, but at least take a share of those ingredients you brought. You'll find them useful, and once again, thank you for your help. God bless you in your good work.
Let's try this activity also. So this activity is called the friendly bot. In this activity, you have to fight different peoples every day. So let me just do it for once.
Well, the Flash is here.
Flash?
That's right. I've never seen anyone admitted to the guild that fast.
You seem bothered by it. Look here. Maybe the old fellows could simply see I'm a good smith.
Doesn't bother me. I'm more interested in how you handle a sword. Can you only forge them, or can you wield them too?
I won't boast, but I'm pretty good with a blade.
So you'll like what I'm about to tell you now. Me and the lads go outside town for friendly sword fighting bouts. If you do well, you can earn some groschen and make a name for yourself in the guild. So, Flash, are you in, or are you shitting your brays?
What are the rules?
No rules. You take your iron, and when one of us has had enough, it's over. I won't maim you. You needn't be afraid, Flash.
Right then. Show me what you've got.
So, ready to go? You've had enough time. Let's... Oh. Fella, I didn't expect you'd have that much fight in you.
This Flash burned your arse.
Aye. You were good. I'll tell the others there's a sharp new challenger here. I'm sure they'll be keen to spar with you too. Here's something for your trouble. I'll go lick my wounds.
Now let's head back to our forge. And now the next activity I have included
What you
because
need?
this is also
You blacksmiths
one of a
killed your
kind.
teeth. Is
So
that right?
let's
Well,
start this
truth be
activity.
told, no one's ever asked me to do that before.
But you can do it, can't you?
Well, I do have the tools for it, but
Please. My husband's in dreadful pain. His old gob's swollen and he won't go to the barber surgeon. He fears him like the devil fears the cross. He throws stuff at the walls and swears at me. I can't take it anymore. You must help me, blacksmith, please. I'm at my wit's end.
all right, I'll help him.
Thank you. And please, hurry. We live in the miners' quarter. I told my husband I was going for help, so he's waiting there. He hasn't slept all night, poor soul. He can be a right terror at times, but he's a good-hearted man otherwise. Farewell, sir.
Now let's see how Henry will deal with this problem.
You're the blacksmith. Leave me alone. No! Don't touch me!
Stop, damn it!
No!
God bless you, sir.
I'll get ya!
I'm just getting warmed up, you shit.
You all right?
My tooth! My tooth!
What's with it?
It's gone! You knocked it out!
What?
You punched it out of me! It's over there!
Aye. That's a stroke of luck.
Your gold, that! Hurt like a devil it did! Thank you!
Well, you're the first man who's ever thanked me for punching him.
I'm sorry!
I've taken care of your husband. I reckon his tooth won't be hurting anymore.
I knew you'd help him. Thank you.
Just don't be startled. He might have a black eye. Or two.
He fought back, didn't he? Bloody hothead.
He fought, but he couldn't fend me off. And the tooth's gone.
You're a saint. I'll finally have some blessed peace. Here's your well-earned reward. And I'll tell everyone how handy you are.
Why not? Feel free to sing my praises. I'll be daft to turn that down. But make sure you also mention I don't pull teeth with pliers. I knock them out with my fists, right?
Got it. And thanks again. God be with you.
Let's head back to the Hole in the Wall Tavern and talk to Mole.
I don't feel much
What the hell is that? Well,
What are you here for, friend?
Do you have a message from Ragman for me?
Aye. He said to tell you about it directly. Said you won't fuck it up.
That's what I call trust. Go on then. What happened?
This time, it's just a lad that got the short end of the stick. Some stolen goods were found in his master's cellar and the bastard blamed it on his young apprentice. His master threw him out and took all the money he had saved, saying it was to pay the fine. Only the lad had nothing to do with it. The right thing to do would be to get back the money they took from him so he can go somewhere else. Right now, he's at a loose end.
That's a complicated case. Do you think it'll help?
Like Ragman says, if we can help someone, Why wouldn't we try?
All right, I'll help. If you tell me where to go, that is.
You'll need to get into the noble's house on Armourers Street. You'll recognise it right away. The front of the house has a goose feather painted on it.
Aye. Hopefully I'll find it.
I'm not sure, but it should be hidden somewhere on the ground floor. I'd start there if I were you. As soon as you pinch it, bring it to me, and I'll take care of the rest.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
But be careful, all right? Stay nice and quiet, and make sure nobody gets hurt. Break a leg, blacksmith.
Where did I put it?
Good old bear.
So now the Sinners of Gutenberg activity is started, and in this activity you have to talk to Mole, and he will give you some. He will ask you to pinch something from somebody, and that is that, nothing else. So I will cover only one. The easiest way to pinch things from the house without even noticing and picking the lock is by staying in the basement and hide somewhere, and at night you just go and pick the things up and go through the main door, so you don't have to pick very hard or hard locks if your lockpick skills are low. So you can try this method, and I will show you how to do it. Let's get to the basement. And hide here and wait till night. Now everyone is asleep and you can easily loot all the things from the houses, and if there are locks you can rob the guy's keys and then open the chest and loot everything inside very easily.
What will it be?
About that job for Ragman.
How's it looking? Did you handle it?
I hope this is it.
Shit, you really managed to nick it. It won't bring in much chink, but it'll help the lad. He'll have to find himself a new master, someone easier to deal with.
Well, I hope it helps, and I didn't risk it for nothing.
Ragman knows what he's doing. He doesn't help idiots. You did the right thing. I'll let you know if anything new comes my way. In the meantime, break a leg, blacksmith.
Now let's back to our main quest.
Magdalena?
I'm glad you brought Stan to here. Looks like the poor lad went through a lockdown in those mines.
Maybe, but...
He's finally doing what he should. You're truly a man in the right place, Henry. That's plain to me.
Thank you.
What did you need from me? Oh, right. You were going to remind me of something, weren't you?
I wanted to ask if you'd have a look through Skoda's belongings. See if you can find anything more about that clock. Sketches, drawings, calculations.
All right, I'll take a look. It'll take a while, though. Skoda was always scribbling notes and never threw anything away. But look, if you're really serious about repairing that clock, you ought to let the town hall know. Go and see Bailiff Plumel and tell him what you're planning. He might have heard of our forge by now and give you a hearing.
Now we have to talk to Bailiff about the astronomical clock.
Gallows for the wicked.
Bailiff? I'd like to talk to you about your broken clock.
Ah, Master Henry. Word is you fancy your chances at fixing the damned old clock of ours.
That's right.
You are doing good work in town, and your forge is gaining quite a name. Besides, the clock is so broken it could not be any worse. Worth a try, no? So tell me, how do you plan to fix it?
Well, I've got some plans from Master Skoda, who tried to repair it years ago. Supposedly, he got quite far.
That is definitely a good start. In any case, I reckon you ought to hear the whole sorry tale first. It might make you wiser. I was barely more than a lad back then, but my father was on the council, so I got a pretty close look through him. One day the mechanism just suddenly stopped, and it has stood still ever since, nearly 30 years now. What I still remember, your guild rather boldly telling my father and the other councillors that there was no need to call in anyone from abroad. They said we would save coin if our own people handled the repairs, but it went as it usually does.
And how is that?
Instead of pulling together, every one of those masters tried to snatch the reward for himself. Master Skoda, Irving Klemmer, Hollander, each one worked on the repairs in his own little corner. No wonder the councillors lost patience and finally sent for the Italians from Padua. Though that did not end well either.
How did it end?
I only know what my father told me. They demanded all the plans and acted like they were the finest masters around. Yes, yes, we'll do it. No trouble at all. They also asked for a fat advance. 2 weeks later, they were boozing through every tavern in the city and lazing about in the bath by day. When the bailiff reminded them they ought to get started on the repair, they almost took offense. But they did get to work. What happened next? Well, Father never liked to talk about it. That much I can tell you. The counselor said the next day they found the clock half looted, the remaining parts strewn about, and the Italians gone, along with the plans. All but one, the youngest of them, a nobleman named Fabrizio de Dondi, had stayed behind with the Burgher's daughter. His companions most likely forgot him in the rush.
And what happened to him?
Dondi said, or so I heard, told the counselors he knew nothing. He claimed he was only an apprentice. Of course, they locked him up. Some wanted to send a letter to Padua right away demanding ransom. But it soon turned out Fabrizio, young as he was, could be very useful to the town. So they let him go.
How useful?
Kuttenberg is a mining town. The counselors are mine officials first and foremost. Not long after they locked him up, they sent Dondi to work in the mines. He spent so long studying the mining machines that he figured out how to improve them. He significantly boosted the miners' output, and they realized you could not just trade away someone that clever like a sack of charcoal. So Fabrizio was granted the freedom, on condition that he stay in the town. And so he's still here to this day, and by the look of it, doing quite well. He is a bit of an odd one, but I'm afraid if you are serious about repairing the clock, sooner or later you will have to speak with him. The Italians vanished with the plans, so Fabrizio is probably the only one who ever saw the clock in its original state.
Where can I find Fabrizio?
He lives on the upper floor of the second house on Vintner Street, next to the tailor. Though I'm not sure he will speak to you. If you are passing by, try dropping in and see if you can win him over somehow.
So there really aren't any other plans?
No, they took all of them. And they disappeared with them too. I cannot tell, but feel there was something shady about it. Try asking Fabrizio. He does not share much with me.
What about the other repairmen from the guild? You mentioned some names.
Klemmer and Hollander? They will not help you anymore. Both are dead, and their families have long since moved far away.
So, I'll get back to the repairs.
I'm thankful you're trying, Master. I really am. But there is one last thing you need to know. I am not sure that even if you succeed with the repair, we will be able to offer you any reward. The town is exhausted by war. The coffers are empty. You understand.
What am I going to do with you?
Do not lose heart. In the worst case, your reward will be the undying gratitude of all the townfolk of Kuttenberg.
I wasn't really expecting anything else. Take care, bailiff.
Now we have to talk to Magdalena and Fabrizio. Now let's talk to Fabrizio.
My respects.
And see what he has to say.
Fabrizio Dondi?
Fabrizio de Dondi. Sono un nobile. I am of noble birth.
I beg your pardon?
Who are you?
Forgive the intrusion. I'm Henry, a master of the Kuttenberg Blacksmiths Guild.
And you dress the part too. Bravo! What is it you need from me?
Bailiff Plumel sent me. I want to try and repair the town clock. And you're the last one who saw it in its original state.
Unfortunately, the bailiff is right about that. Madonna, that was the worst day of my life. Look, I do not like to think back on that time. Honestly, I would rather leave it buried in the past. What even makes you think you can fix the clock and convince the bailiff to trust you?
I've been looking into my father's past. He died recently.
I am sorry to hear that. But what has that got to do with the clock?
He tried to repair it. And now I'm trying to finish his work.
And what do you need me for?
Because you're the only person in Kuttenberg who saw what the clock looked like back then. The one they were trying to repair based on those plans. And you've made a new life for yourself in this town. A comfortable life. So, maybe you owe it a little something.
You may be right. And I suppose you have plenty more questions. Go on, ask.
Tell me more about that so-called Italian scam. Was it all planned from the start?
Italian scam? Is that what they call it nowadays? In any case, you are asking the wrong man. I honestly believe we were here to repair the clock. Everyone acted like they meant it. The group included seasoned craftsmen, astrologers, master mechanics. Truth be told, I was only there because of my family name. My grandfather, Jacopo, and father Giovanni were great scholars. Physicians, astrologers, and engineers. They followed the works of Campanus of Novara and crafted magnificent orologia. The Padua clock is one of theirs. It only dawned on me after those fraudsters left me here that I was just bait for the townsfolk. They were after the plans, though perhaps revenge was part of it too. Revenge against my family.
What do you mean? They wanted revenge?
My family was successful, and success breeds resentment. The Padua expedition was led by Camillo Valla, one of my father's former students. He must have realized the Kuttenberg clock was structurally unique, so he took the plans.
And destroyed the mechanism too, so he could pass the plans off as his own work?
Sadly, yes. But I have no news he ever earned any real fame with them. And they left me here, in the foreign land, with a sullied, famous name. They ruined my life. It must have broken my father's heart. I was not even allowed to attend his funeral while I was being held here. Surely you understand. It shattered me forever.
The bailiff said you were given all the clock plans back then. Where did they end up?
In Padua, most likely. Look, I had no idea what they were up to. I was the youngest. They did not trust me with anything. You've probably heard how those swindlers ruined me. Cazzo! Luckily, the Lord gave me a decent memory. It is all up here, in my head. Down to the last cog.
Would you be able to share those plans with me? Maybe recreate them from memory?
Perché? It would be pointless work.
They'd help me with the repairs.
They would not. Sadly, after the sabotage by my unruly countrymen, fixing the clock will take more than old plans.
So what exactly do I need to repair the clock, aside from your expertise?
You will need a mechanism called an astrolabe. Its measurements are transferred via a gear train to the main mechanism, which sets the movement in motion with a folio and weights. Without that astrolabe, the heart of any clock, all other work is futile, and crafting one is no easy task.
How'd you like living in Kuttenberg?
Honestly? At first it was not easy. I was more or less a prisoner in this town. They wanted ransom for me, dragged me around, threatened to send me to the mines. Can you imagine? Me, digging! Luckily I noticed the machines they used in the treadmills were hopelessly outdated. So I suggested an improvement. And just like that, their tune changed. Since then, they have treated me entirely differently. So I probably owe everything here to my talent. Since then, I have somewhere to live, something to do, and really, I miss nothing. Except for home. Just a little.
I've got the heart of the clock. It sat in a burger's house for 20 years.
Now that is good news. That gives us a foundation to build on. If it still works, of course.
I wouldn't know, but I hope so.
Next, you will need a set of weights. Precisely calibrated and cast according to the old machine's designs.
I don't have the weights yet.
If we do not have the weights, we have a problem. Hopefully they are in those old designs. In any case, in the end we will need to build that folio-driven escapement ourselves. My countrymen dismantled most of it and took it away. But luckily, part of it remained. For the final stage of the repair, we will need some smithing. But more importantly, a truly skilled mechanic. Or a locksmith.
I thought that was you.
No. I can design it, calculate it, set it up. But the hands-on work will require someone exceptionally handy.
Well, I'm not sure about that.
Oh, you will find someone. The masters at the guild know their craft, do they not?
So what else is needed for the repair?
You said you have got the astrolabe. That is very important. Then we will need that set of weights, and a truly capable locksmith. A real master of his craft.
Thanks. I'll come back once I've got everything we need.
Va bene. Come back with that locksmith. We'll talk it all over with a roast and a bottle of good wine. I hope our new collaborator will be as remarkable a man as you.
Now let's back to our forge and talk to Magdalena.
Did you look through those documents from your husband's estate?
Yeah, it was hellish work. So many sketches and doodles. I couldn't even tell what half of them were supposed to be. Even the parchment alone must have cost a fortune. I've no idea where the old man kept getting it.
And did you find anything that might relate to the clock?
Here's some calculations and diagrams. I don't understand much of it, but it looks like a set of weights.
Thanks. I also spoke with one of those Italians who botched the repair back then.
I heard one of them stayed behind.
He's willing to help us.
If you think he'll help. I'll leave it to you. Well now, if you need those weights cast, Eldris might be able to help. He's pretty pricey, and always up to his neck in work, but truth be told, I don't know any other founder in Kuttenberg. His workshop's just down by the stream, at the bottom of Hoprink.
Christ! Pardon me.
Was wünschst du?
I need something cast from you.
Entschuldigung. I'd be happy to cast whatever you need. But right now, I just can't.
Why not?
We've got a contract from the town. Loads of work. The furnaces are running full tilt. Verdammte Scheiße. We don't even get to breathe. And then there is that Pushko.
Who's Pushko?
Mein Geselle. Apprentice. He's gone missing, and now we can't keep up. I sent him to Grund, zur Abmessung der Glocke, to measure the bell. I lent him my horse, so he'd be back quick. But he's still not returned. Seit 2 Tagen. Verdammter Kerl. And there's just no one to hire. And without people, I cannot cast a thing.
What if I went and found that apprentice of yours?
Wait a moment. Du bist der neue Meister. You're the new one at the guild. Eichner was talking about you. The capable one. You'll find Pushko for sure. Ich vertraue dir. If you find Pushko, the first thing you'll tell him is to cast whatever you want. Darauf gebe ich dir mein Wort.
Where should I look for him?
Was weiß ich? You should ask the Pfarrer in Grund. Na ja, der Priest in Grund should know. Sein Name ist Havel.
Did Pushko have anything valuable with him? Something that might make someone want to ambush him?
Valuable? Nein, das glaube ich nicht. But to me, he's valuable in himself. Er ist wertvoll, weil er Gesicht ist. He's truly very skilled.
All right, I'll go and look for him.
Gott sei Dank. Hopefully nothing's happened to him. Or meinem Pferd.
So now we have to find Pushko. Let's find him.
At your...
I'm looking for the apprentice, Pushko, from Master Founder Eldris of Kuttenberg. I heard he was supposed to stop by to measure the bell.
Aye, he was here. Came on a fine horse and did his job well. Climbed a tower and measured everything carefully. But then he went to the tavern. I warned him not to. Told him he shouldn't do that. He wouldn't listen.
Why shouldn't he go to the tavern?
Because he openly said he planned to play dice. And gambling brings misfortune. It seemed to weigh on his soul a bit afterwards, because he came to confess the next morning.
And then?
Then nothing. I went about my rounds in the village as usual. I did spot him later, walking towards that long forest, stretching from the charcoal burners all the way southwest to the Wolf Mountains. He was walking slowly, on foot, and for some reason, he was carrying a rope slung over his shoulder.
What exactly did he tell you?
I can't reveal that.
What? Why?
Well, essentially it was part of a confession, so I'm bound by the seal of confession.
Well, in this case, you wouldn't actually be breaking the seal of confession.
How so?
The sacramental seal is, of course, inviolable, but in this case, you wouldn't be endangering the penitent. On the contrary, by speaking up, you might save his life.
That's actually true. Pushko confided in me that in the evening he was playing dice with the woodcutters camped near the Wolf Mountains. And as the beer flowed, the stakes got higher until Pushko ran out of coin. But he still wanted to keep playing, so he wagered his horse and lost.
But that wasn't his horse.
Exactly. After confession the next morning, he told me it was a serious mess.
You let him go?
Well, why shouldn't I have?
What if he was off to string himself up from the nearest tree with that rope?
Wait, you mean that he might have... No, surely not. He can't do that. It's against the Lord.
I'm going to find him. I just hope it's not too late.
May all the saints stand by you.
Quick!
Pushko! Pushko! Damn it, Pushko, answer me! Hey!
What if he really went and hanged himself?
Pushko! Pushko!
Watch out for that road.
You're Pushko?
Who are you? And what are you doing here?
I'm Henry. Eldris sent me. I needed him to cast something for me, but he says he can't manage without you. Seems you're missed in the workshop.
Jesus. But I can't go back just yet.
I get it. First you need to get Eldris's horse back from the woodcutters.
Oh, Jesus. He lent me Bentley and I lost him. Oh, what a disgrace. I'm just a bloody fool. The biggest fool of them all, damn it. If I go back without the horse, Eldris will tear me in half. But it's really all his fault.
What do you mean?
He's always sending me to measure bells, cast maces and other stupid things. And the journey's always boring as hell. If he'd finally let me cast guns, none of this would have happened. Oh, and I don't have to deal with this mess anymore.
When the priest told me you took a rope and headed for the woods, it looked like you were going to hang yourself.
I'd never do that. Suicides go straight to hell. I actually had this plan all figured out since last night.
So what's your plan?
I'll start shouting at them to provoke them. Then I'll lure them right into a trap. When they run after me, they'll trip over the rope and smack flat on their faces. And I'll use the chance to grab the horse.
What if they don't trip over the rope?
Why wouldn't they?
Well, one of them might run a bit later and dodge it. Or they might not all come running. You're just asking for a proper hiding.
Then what am I supposed to do? Got a better idea?
You know what? Better let me handle the woodcutters.
You do that for me?
Yeah, I'm good with this sort of trouble.
Well, all right then. I'll wait here.
So now we have to get the horse back because he has lost it in a bet.
My respects.
I heard you won the horse in a dice game.
That's right. Seems I've already made a name for myself.
Trouble is, the horse doesn't belong to the apprentice who played for it, but to his master. He's got to give it back.
Then he shouldn't have played for it. The lads have taken a liking to him. They're learning to ride him. Beats drinking all day, right?
What if we play for the horse?
Huh. Why not? But you've got to offer something in return.
All right then. Let's play.
At your service, sir.
Damn it, I'm so...
Damn! You won!
So the horse is mine.
Easy come, easy go. Ah, well. Take it then.
God be with you.
Good day.
Here's Eldris's Bentley. Now you can go back without worry.
Oh, you saved my neck, mate. Thank you so much. Let's get out of here quick before anything else goes wrong. Will you ride with me to Eldris?
Sure. Let's go.
At least it'll pass faster that way.
So I found Pushko for you. Alive, well, and with Bentley.
Pushko! Where have you been with my horse all this time?
Well,
He wasn't in Grund, so I rode around the area searching. In the end, I found him in Horsham. He didn't even know which way to go. That happens to city folk. Not the first time I've found someone lost like that.
Vielen Dank, mein Freund. I knew you wouldn't let me down, Henry. I'll make sure everyone in town hears von deiner Bereitschaft und deinem Mut.
Come again?
I'll sing your praises. Everywhere. And you'll get a lovely rabatt from me. A discount.
Now you've got your apprentice back, can we sort out the casting?
Ja, natürlich. I keep my word. Speak with Pushko. Wird es arrangieren.
as always.
Eldris said I'm supposed to talk to you about the casting.
Yeah, figures. If you give me the drawings with clear instructions, I'll cast whatever you want. But be ready to pay through the nose. Eldris charges a lot for this sort of job. If I had my own workshop, it'd be different. After what you did for me, I'd cast it for you for free. If you ever get one, let me know. I'd gladly work for you till I'm smoking like a furnace.
I've already opened one.
Well, I'll be. What are you waiting for then? Want to keep making Eldris a fortune?
How about you come and work for me? In my workshop, you can focus on what you really want to do. What do you say?
Jesus Christ, yes! I'm in with both feet. But how do I tell Eldris? Never mind. I'll handle it somehow. Thank you, Henry. I'll pack my things and be right over. Eldris?
Ja, Pushko?
You remember how we talked about how if I got a better job somewhere, you'd let me go?
Na. Und?
Well, that just happened.
Aber wo? Bei wem?
Master Henry has opened a foundry and he wants me to work for him. And I agreed.
Warum, Pushko? Warum?
I told you I want to cast guns. You never let me near them.
Weil es schwer ist. Du bist nicht bereit. You're not ready.
Well, I say I am. And I'll prove it to you. You'll see.
Then go. Geh dorthin.
I will. Right now.
Du wirst brennen. Ihr fliegt beide in die Luft. And I will laugh.
We'll see about that.
Verdammter Wettbewerb. Bloody competition.
My humble respects.
We gave Pushko a pretty good offer, so now he is leaving his old master and coming with us.
I'm already on my way to yours.
I need you to cast weights for me.
Weights, eh? What for? It would be useful to know.
It's for the repair of the astronomical clock. I've got the designs. Any problem with that?
No, I'll take care of it like I promised. Can I see the designs?
Here you go.
That will need to be really precise. I can manage, but it'll take a bit of time, most likely a whole day. You know what? I'll get started right away and bring them to your smithy when they're done.
Now wait for 24 hours. And the weights are cast.
How are those weights, Pushko?
Done. Full set. It's on the bench. Bit of a fiddly job, especially sorting out all those calculations. It's a good thing I could cast it here. You'd have paid through the nose at Eldris's. Now you've got the weights, I reckon the repair's almost done.
Not quite. I'm still missing the most important bit. The actual mechanism. I'll have to ask how they used to do it.
Well, at least you've got someone to ask. Stan will be glad to help you, won't he?
You're right about that.
What can I do for you?
I had the weights cast based on your sketches.
I noticed. Great work. You really are a man of action. Just like your pa. I'm sure you'll see it through to the end. Only the last step is always the hardest. Especially in this case.
What's the last step?
To put the clock together, in short. Only you can't do it alone. Back in the old days, at least we could get a good look at the clock. But I've heard since those Italians got involved, there's not much to look at. You made everything you could based on our old sketches, but you're still going to need someone who's seen the original machine.
I know someone like that. One of the Italians stayed in Kuttenberg. Not voluntarily, but still. I spoke with him, and he said he remembers everything. The plans are in his head. And he said he'll help me.
But you're still going to need someone who can put the clock back together.
That's what the Italian said, too.
Someone handy, who's seen and touched the clock from the inside. Someone who also happens to be the crookedest bastard far and wide.
You have someone in mind, don't you?
Aye. His name is Wolf.
Who's Wolf?
You remember how I mentioned we had a goldsmith's apprentice helping out with the fine machinery?
The one that stole the heart of the clock from you?
That's the one. It might have been his first crooked deed, but it definitely wasn't the last. Before I left Kuttenberg, I heard he started getting involved in all sorts of thieving and scamming. They say he can open any chest, pick even the hardest locks. He worked for anyone who had the coin, and if he wasn't happy with how much he got for the job, he'd fuck them over without a second thought.
Is he even still alive? I wouldn't be surprised if someone took revenge on him.
I couldn't tell you, but fuckers like him tend to be lucky. I reckon he's doing just fine for himself, living in some big house, pretending to be a lord.
What does Wolf look like?
I haven't seen him in 20 years, so I don't know. But back then, he had bright ginger hair. Not a little ginger, like fire. Who knows? He could be bald these days. And from what I remember, he didn't exactly talk like one of ours. I think he was from Moravia.
Do we really need this Wolf fella? You said he was a cheat.
I'm afraid he's the only person who really knows the clock, and is handy enough to fix it.
And what if someone else learned how? Someone more reliable?
It would take much longer than convincing Wolf to work with us. You're just gonna have to risk it with him, Henry.
Where can I find him?
You'll have to look for him. But I reckon people connected to shady dealings around here might know. Maybe someone from the Hole? He used to be there all the time, day and night. But I reckon these days it might not be noble enough for him.
I'll go and find Wolf then.
Best of luck.
And Mole is the person who knows something about Wolf. Let's talk to him.
I'm sorry.
God bless you.
What are you here for, Henry?
I'm looking for a fella by the name of Wolf.
Wolf? Why are you after that animal?
I need him to help me with repairing the clock.
Ha! He'd be more likely to puke into it. You definitely won't find him here. He's banned from the Hole.
Banned? Someone's banned from this tavern?
Wolf is. Believe it or not, he's such a pig. The regulars complained about the smell. And he used to be quite the big shot. When he earned something, he'd buy rounds for the whole tavern. Now he just begs, always drunk. Wanders the town, who knows where. If you're expecting anything from him, I'd think twice if I was you.
Where would I find him?
No idea where he might be loafing about. Among the beggars?
And where's that?
They've got their bloody tents by the walls. By the monastery gate in the northeast corner of town, or in the cobbler's quarter, by the gate to the lower district.
What does Wolf even look like?
Foul. He turns your stomach the moment you lay eyes on him.
Wouldn't you have a more precise description?
You'll likely know him by his red mop. More ginger than that fucker Sigismund.
All right, I'll go and look for him.
If you do find him, don't you dare bring him back here. Filthy bugger.
Innkeeper, what's taking so long?
Okay, now according to Mole, Wolf can be found here.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you.
Hey, Ginger. Oh, Jesus, what a stench. This is... Hey, Ginger. Oh, Jesus, what a stench. This is supposed to be the famous Wolf.
I've got to get him back on his feet. The sooner, the better. Wolf?
Oi. Piggy!
Oh no, mate. This won't do. We need to get you a hair of the dog potion. Wolf? Can you hear me?
What? What you want?
You're in a right state, aren't you?
Me? Nah. Got any coin, mate?
This really isn't going to work like this. Here. Take this.
We dram lovely.
Aye, right you are. So, you feeling any better?
Yeah, of course I am.
So, you need another one. Drink it. So, you feeling any better?
Better. Devil, not at all. My head. The fuck happened?
That's what sobriety feels like. You might have forgotten.
Who are you? And what do you want from me?
I'm Henry, a master of the Kuttenberg Blacksmiths Guild, son of Martin. They used to call him Frisky. You might remember him.
Don't remember any Frisky.
You betrayed him, and he smacked you for it.
There were plenty like that. That's why I ended up here. So if you want to do the same, be my guest. Go ahead. I don't give a fuck anymore.
He trusted you with building the heart of the Kuttenberg clock, and you stole it and sold it to Vetter.
Oh, that. I remember now. Christ, it's been ages. I owed the Brotherhood, and I figured I could pay it off that way and somehow get the machine back. Only that didn't work. I had to start doing more things for them, more jobs, you get it? Otherwise, I really fucked everything up. Betrayed people who didn't deserve it. I even deserved that punch. It's all my fault. I brought all this on myself. The bitch!
So you booze your life away and live on the street like some common beggar?
Yeah, that too. I can't even get up without a drink. I'm completely in the shit.
I'll give you a chance to fix all of it. To get your life back in order.
It's too late. I haven't got the strength to change. I haven't got the strength for anything. It's too late.
It's never too late, Wolf. I'm finishing the clock repairs, but I need a mechanic for that. One who saw the clock with his own eyes before the Italians dismantled it. One who touched it. And in this town, that's only you.
It's been over 20 years. I can barely remember yesterday. Leave me be. There's no point in wasting your time on me.
I'm offering you a helping hand here, Wolf. This might be your last chance to crawl out of the shit, and I think you can't afford to let that chance slip by.
You think so? It's true, I always did manage to push myself somehow. When I had something tough in front of me, something damn near impossible, I said to myself, Wolf, you can do this, curva! And curva, I always did.
There you go. And now you'll do it again.
Maybe. Maybe you're right. But even if I took your chance, we're missing someone who could design the machine. Or are you saying you'd try it yourself?
Not exactly, but I'm not worried. We'll go to one man who can help us, and together we'll pull it off.
Wait. What man?
He's one of those Italians hired by the town to repair the clock.
An Italian? So a fucking swindler, do piche.
He's no swindler. He was young, and they set him up, just like they did the councillors and the whole town. Besides, you're the last one who should be talking about swindlers.
All right. I just can't stand Italians. Arrogant bastards, the lot of them.
He was the last one to see the clock in more or less working condition. And he's a renowned inventor to boot. But we need him. So drop the prejudices. But before I introduce you, we'll clean you up, so you don't disgrace yourself. We're going to the baths.
The baths? But I don't want to go to the baths.
Come on, Wolf. The baths will do you good. Don't make me twist your arm.
All right. If you say so. Let's go. I can't do this. Picho. Oh, I just can't. I can't do it. Sorry.
Wait.
Leave me alone.
You tried to run off.
I don't want to go. What will those wenches say? They laugh at me.
You think they're not used to dirt in the baths? You'll see. You'll feel better.
I'm just so ashamed.
Come on, Wolf. Don't be afraid. Don't you remember how you used to be? A real dandy. Nothing was too much for you.
Maybe. Once.
And it'll be that way again. You'll see. So don't be afraid and come along. And no more tricks this time. Here we are. That wasn't so bad, was it?
This is going to be embarrassing. Do you follow?
Embarrassing? You're a disgrace already. You'll see. A nice hot bath will do you good.
Can I have a bit of wine first, for courage?
Absolutely not. You just get drunk and make a scene again.
Hang on, though. Once I wash, what am I going to change into? All I've got is these rags.
No worries. You'll wait in the tub and rest, and in the meantime, I'll get you something decent to wear.
Now you have to bring some decent clothes for the wolf. I have in my inventory. So let's give it to him.
Look at you. You're a whole new man.
Henry, that really was wonderful. And those lovely bathmaids. Everywhere.
That's not all. I got you a new outfit too. You'll look like a proper gentleman.
Well, now I'm really curious. Show me. Well now, you really do have taste. It's just, would you have something for the head too? My hair's getting a bit thin. That one's top notch. Curva. I reckon when I put this on, I can face that Italian cunt without shame. Want to go now?
Let's go. I don't see any reason to wait. Just try not to lose your temper with Fabrizio. You're supposed to work together, so make a good impression.
What do you take me for? I know how to behave. I used to be a proper gent, with coin. Tifola.
Glad to hear it. The only thing is, maybe we should tidy up your hair and beard a bit first, eh?
Why not? Let the wenches give me a little trim.
We're here, Master de Dondi. This is Master Wolf.
Welcome to my humble abode, gentlemen. Please, take a seat. I've taught my cook to prepare a splendid porchetta. I hope you'll not turn your nose up at it.
Of course not. We wouldn't dream of it.
With the porchetta, I can offer you a Tuscan red or a local wine from Loretz. Surprisingly, both pair with it almost equally well.
Tuscan.
An excellent choice.
What does it matter, eh? As long as it flows.
It's not quite the same, but allied.
Wolf, don't you dare.
It's just a little drop. It won't do any harm, right?
Right. Enough talk of food and drink. Listo a mangiare, listo a lavorare. I have taken the liberty of sketching the core of the Gutenberg Orologia mechanism, which might serve as a replacement for the broken one. What do you think of it, Master?
Put some effort in, Wolf.
I can bloody try, Tifola. It makes sense, but it's needlessly complex. And these two cogwheels here have too few teeth. The whole thing will end up running slow.
Really? How do you know that?
Because I've seen the old mechanism and I remember it well, all right? I haven't drunk my brain away yet.
I thought the gearing would be driven by the big wheel that's still in there.
That big wheel has 365 teeth exactly. I counted them. So if it's to run properly, these cogwheels have to be smaller. And there has to be 4 of them.
You think so?
This crankshaft here is also far too long. The cage is quite small, it wouldn't fit in, even sideways.
Interesting observations. What do you think, Henry?
Honestly, I'll leave it to you.
Not a bad start, really. You've got more than fluff in that Italian head of yours.
I'll take that as a compliment. I look forward to discussing it all in detail over a fine meal. De maestro a maestro. Now, if you'll excuse me for a moment, I'll go and have everything arranged. One thinks better on a full stomach.
Thank Christ. I'm so hungry I could eat a dog.
Master Wolf, you're starting to be a bit hard to understand.
This wine is so good.
It surely is, but many a time I've no idea what is going on in your head. We're talking about gearing, about the escapement. And then, what was that song supposed to mean?
What song?
The one you started humming. What does that have to do with fixing the clock?
Hunger, poverty, and plague. Na 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 na.
Non vale la pena. The man is legless. He's put away 3 whole bottles.
Picture. 3 bottles and I'm pissed. Me? Moravian? What are you on about, you mangy Italian?
And now, he's insulting me in my own home? I can't work with someone like that.
Right back at you for that.
Look, Wolf, this is your chance at a better life.
Don't throw it away. Remember how much you liked it at the baths. Wouldn't you like to go more often?
Too right, I would.
You see? All you have to do is work with Master Fabrizio here, and you could have the baths every day. You just have to stop drinking.
Yeah. I know.
So, let's get one thing clear. Master Wolf here's done drinking, and he'll do everything Master Fabrizio asks of him. Got it?
Got it.
The master can sleep over there. We'll begin work on the escapement first thing tomorrow. I just fear, Henry, that it'll take a bit longer than planned, due to certain differences of opinion.
What can you do?
We'll meet at your forge to assemble all the parts and agree on the final repair.
All right. Best of luck.
Adio, Henry. Pray for us.
So now we just have to wait for 48 hours. So let's skip the time.
Smith, hey, over...
Gentlemen, are you done?
Why else would we be here, eh?
Everything's already laid out on the bench in the forge. Didn't you notice?
I haven't looked it over yet. So does that mean we can speak to the bailiff about the repair?
Well, not quite. We've had a bit of a mishap.
I told you it was too long. I just wanted to shorten it a tad, is all.
Wolf managed to break the escapement crankshaft.
What does that mean?
It means we don't have the crankshaft anymore without the proper crankshaft. Our mechanism is completely useless. Merda.
That means it's buggered.
What are we gonna do?
We'll have to make a new one. Or more precisely, you will have to help us. The crankshaft will need to be reforged according to the plans, which for you as an experienced blacksmith ought to be child's play.
Well, I've never forged any kind of crankshaft.
A crankshaft is basically a long, narrow rod. I've got the original one here that Wolf broke. You'll need it for reference. I'm no expert, but from a smithing standpoint, I don't reckon it's that different from forging a short blade.
The only thing is, you don't need to sharpen it.
The broken crankshaft is 4 inches too long, so forge a shorter one.
Otherwise, it won't fit in the mechanism.
All right, I'll get to it.
Once you're done, that will mean we have everything.
Come to us first, and then we'll be off to the bailiff.
Smith, hey, over here. I've got a fantastic offer for you.
Crankshaft's repaired, exactly to specifications. 4 inches shorter than the original.
Excellent. You're clearly a true master of your craft, Henry.
Well now, this will slot in as smooth as butter.
All in all, I reckon we are properly prepared now. Right, Master Wolf?
Well, it'll still be a right handful. Like those Italians did to the mechanism. It's a disgrace. But I'll deal with it somehow.
So, can we go and see the bailiff now?
It would be better if you went alone first and made all the arrangements. We do not want to storm in like a herd. Me and Wolf here will go over a few, so nothing unexpected crops up.
Don't worry, Fabrizio.
You do have a knack for losing your temper. Let us not go frightening the bailiff.
I won't. I'm completely calm. Like the Lamb of God, Tivola.
I hope so.
Well now, we've got everything. It's time we fix that damn clock. What do you say, Pa?
Now we just have to talk to bailiff. One thing to keep in mind that you have to talk to bailiff in the morning.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
Can we finally get started on that repair? Like I said, we've got all the parts.
Well then, so it worked out in the end.
Why wouldn't it have?
I ran into Fabricio a few days ago, and he told me it was difficult to get through to that new partner of his.
Did he say anything else?
Apparently, first chance he got absolutely shit-faced. Fabricio had to hide all the bottles from him.
Jesus. I'm gonna wring Wolf's neck.
On the other hand, they did get the job done, like you said. So they must have found a way to work together.
Let's hope so.
Keep your chin up. You've done fine work, Master Henry. More than any of those so-called experts have in the past 30 years. Now, if you'll allow me, I'd like to lend a hand myself. At least symbolically, in the name of the town. I'll have Fabrizio and that mechanic of yours sent for, and we'll move the necessary parts from your forge to the town hall. I trust you're all right with that.
Let's get to it.
Sit down here with us. I'll have some refreshments brought while I see to the arrangements. Something wrong?
Unsolvable problem. Fellows, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. It cannot be done. You cannot unscrew this here. Or that, or that, or that. And if you want to unscrew that, well, first, you have to unscrew this. But then you can't get back to that!
Che cosa?
Don't get all wound up, Wolf. So to speak. We're getting there.
One trap after another. Yeah!
Come on. You've got this, Wolf.
Wolf, remember what we said. Focus.
Come on, loosen! Kurva! But then it'll... Christ! Pizza! And those fucking cocottes! It's loose, and now it's fucked! We'll never tighten it again! We'll never tighten it again! Christ, our fuller! This fucking machine! The pizza!
Such godless words.
Think of the glory that awaits you!
Sought the glory too, Tivola. There's just no way to get in there, see? Everything's in the fucking way of everything else. Everything's in the fucking way, see, picture. It's all in the fucking way! I'll take the whole thing apart, fellas. Just morire to pici, kurva, boži piča, kurva, reširiti do piče! You can't get in there. You just can't get in. Because it's This thing, this fucking thing, I need to tighten. To pitche! Christa Maria Volley, fuck this! To pitche! I'm done with the shit. I'm done. I won't do it anymore. I'm not doing it. Fellas, I'm out of here. To pitche, kurva, to pitche! This ain't normal. Kurva!
I've had enough! Who can listen to this tirade?
Wolf, you can do this.
What's this now? Ah, so this here's a picture.
Wolf?
We can't give up now.
Well then, he'd better get on with it, damn it! Or the countess will have my hide.
Right, everyone calm down, yeah? I just need to... What? What's this? Well, fuck me.
What's going on?
Fellas, I really didn't expect this, but I think we've got it.
Really? You mean... you think...
It clicked into place, Peter. It clicked, and it's no longer loose. Not here, not there. I think we can start it up, though, Peter.
Cristo.
What's going on?
Looks like they're fiddling with the clock again. This will just turn into another fiasco.
Sucker. That lot is all we need.
Well now, somebody wants to secure the bailiff's staff for another term. This will be interesting.
If he messes this up, I'll tear you all apart. All three of you. I'll kill him. Let me go. I will kill him. Wolf, you drunken fool. You're done.
Bailiff, calm down. Do you hear? Easy.
Your name will be mud in this town, and I'll make sure of it. We'll drive you out of this town with a whip.
They said it wouldn't work. Kurva!
Hear ye, good people of Kuttenberg, your bailiff speaking, craftsmen from all corners of the world, the renowned locksmith Wolf, the Italian inventor Fabrizio, and the member of our Smiths Guild, Henry of Skalitz, have heeded your pleas and repaired our beautiful clock. Better times are on the way. Rejoice!
Hats off to you, Bruno. You really thought you'd fail?
Madonna, finalmente sono salvo. I have waited for this moment my whole life.
Good job, son. Really good job.
The DLC is completed. I hope you enjoyed the video.